this is, I don't know, cultural shock for me or experiential shock. I don't know. I am in shock really.
ノアは6時で起きて、ママパン食べたいって言ってるよ、食べらには。面白い。
With Opai, he's eating and Hinata never asked for the bread and always, like if you give her all day to eat rice, she's satisfied, you know. She's always asking, お茶漬け食べる？
皆さん、テリチャンネルのテリです。
なのです。
いつも動画を見てくれてありがとう。皆さんが知っている通り、私はハーフの子供を出産しました。そして当たり前ですけど、周りの子供はみんなジョージア人です。そこで日本のハーフの子供を産んで分かった違いについて話したいと思います。
At first, I would love to mention that all over the world, all the kids are very nice and very lovely. Yeah. But today we are concentrated on about the differences, and we are lucky because we have Hinata in our family and Noah, and we can really see in a daily life the differences.
そうですね。
はい。And if we compare Hinata's look with the first look, already you can realize that she is not Georgian. Like
half.
She's half, right? She does not have a Georgian face features such as like eye shape, such as nose, such as a face. So I want to mention one by one. Hinata's eye shape is a big, really, but it still has an almond shape, which is very beautiful and which makes her eyes so different from Georgian children's eyes. For example, if you compare Noah has very round and big eyes.
私はひなたと一緒に外で歩いてる時にもみんなすぐわかるよ。ひなたはアジア人のなんか血が持ってるって。例えば皆さん、なんかひなたは私たちと同じみたいにダブルアイリッド持ってるよ。でもひなたのダブルアイリッドは目のここの中に隠れてるよ。でも私たちが見てる通り外に出てますよね。ひなたの目はとっても好きですよ。鼻も。例えば。
ちっちゃい。
とても可愛いですよ。鼻の形は皆さん一番日本人の形ですよ。なんかすごく綺麗なちっちゃい可愛い鼻ですよ。
In our blood and in our genes, that our nose is kind of strong shaped, and our look, woman and man, is ちょっと強い。
強いですよ。確かに。
And Hinata's features are very soft and gentle. You see, 皆さん、our shape, even when we were a child, it's kind of bit rough, and we have different kind of proportions on our face. Noah, for example, his facial features are totally different, kind of very Caucasian.
Caucasian, yes.
Like Hinata's face shape, I mean the part of the mouth and nose and eyes and like forehead is so proportion with her face. It's like a harmony from in front and from the side profile.
そしてひなたのなんか顔も可愛いですよ。なんかちっちゃくて可愛いです。日本で誰かはあなたにあなたの顔は小さいですねって言ったら褒めてるですね。It's like they are giving you compliment. でも I heard from so many foreigners that if you tell them that your face is small, they think that it's rude. でも私たちにとっては全然そういうことじゃないよ。For example, me, I think that small face is very cute.
Yes, and this is all my life. I want to have like smaller face. Even from childhood, I have like a big face, big round shaped face. And I'm very happy that Hinata's face, her face is round. Her cheeks are very fluffy but thin at the same time. For example, me, when I was Hinata's age, for example, I had bigger face.
ひなたはめちゃくちゃ私の人できたよ。それでだから I have small face also.
But I do.
いや。最初の違いは目、鼻と頭と顔の形ですね。
I remember in my childhood, when I was 3 or 4 years old, I had a long and very thick hair. Now I'm watching Hinata and I can't wait her hair to grow. When I compare, at Hinata's age, Georgian children has longer hair and thicker hair. And Hinata's kami, 皆さん like very thin and
あと色も違う。
Hinata's hair is very like short if you compare Georgian kids at her age. Because like in Georgia, mostly children, when they are born, they have blonde hair or
私
kind
た
of
ちも3人ともそうだったよ。
and mecha curly hair, but Hinata has very straight and very dark hair.
For example, we have Noah also, and Noah's parents, Tamara and Nika. 髪の毛は結構暗いですけど、Noah は2歳ですよ、もう。そしてまだ金髪の髪になってる。私たちのいとこたちもそうだった。だからジョージアンの子供は生まれる時はそんな感じですよ。でもひなたはやっぱりちょっと確かに髪もめちゃミックスされてるから、普段はエイジアンの人がめちゃ黒い髪が持ってる。そしてその全部は混ぜて真ん中の色になりました。
We are waiting for a long time already for Hinata's hair.
ひなたの髪は薄いから、それで見えないよ、そんな伸びるのは皆さん。やっぱりスティックの時はもっと見えるよ、そういうの。あと、compared to other child, while speaking of the hair, ひなた has no body hair, you know? Body hair 全然ないよ。そしてなんか、あるところではめちゃくちゃ薄いと明るい色です。Yeah, as the girl, she's very lucky because in Georgia, we are very struggling from removing hair and we are doing lots of treatments to remove it, but it still doesn't disappear.
In children also, it is very visible to see body hair, for example, here or here.
そう、ここビアードみたいにここめちゃくちゃあるよ、ジョージアの子供で。でもひなたは全くない、ここ。
全然
ないです。
Hinata's eyelashes are also very different from Georgian children.
アイリッシュのところは、ジョージア人の子供はめちゃくちゃ長いですよ。ノアのアイリッシュもめっちゃ長いですよ。でも、ひなたはちょっとミックスの子供だから、アイリッシュは長いけど、ジョージアの子供と比べたらちょっと短いです。And also her eyebrows 薄いですよ、皆さん。Because in Georgia, when kids are born, they have a very sharp
and big eye head, for example. Like big eyebrows.
But ひなたはそれは多分日本の血の方が強かったと思います。All over the world, people loves Asian hair so much. Because it's very straight, beautiful and healthy. Foreigners, other than Asians, are very struggling from removing hair, as I mentioned. Because we are doing epilation also to disappear it, but it's very hard. And I feel so lucky for Hinata because she will have very healthy and beautiful Asian hair and no hair on the body also. それは女の子には it's like winning the lottery, you know?
Yeah, my tiny Hinata. I'm thinking about her already like a grown woman.
I see tears in your eyes. まだひなたは2歳もない。そして言うのは早いんですけど、大きくなるのは I think it will be very good for her.
She will save a lot of money.
Yes.
And a lot of nerves.
Yes.
This is, I don't know, cultural shock for me or experiential shock. I don't know. I am in shock really because growing up in Georgia, I was always seeing around me that every child were eating bread. If it's any food with a fried potato, with rice, with pasta, with apples, with watermelon. Even I was like this and still I love to eat bread a lot. Hinata is the one who does not eat bread at all. We always give her a choice to choose if she wants to eat rice or bread, but she even does not try to taste bread. This is so different. Now we have Noah. Even with Opai, he's eating bread.
それ私も言いたかった。本当にノアは6時で起きて、ママパン食べたいって言ってるよ、タメラには。面白い。
With Opai, he's eating. And Hinata never asked for the bread and always, like if you give her all day to eat rice, she's satisfied, you know. She's always asking, お茶漬け食べる? She's like, 食べたい
って言ってるよ、ずっと。本当に好きすぎるよ。今は皆さん、ひなたはパンほとんど食べないんですけど、もうちょっとちっちゃい時は本当にちょっとだけなんか一口ぐらい食べてたよ。
Yeah, but if you compare these Georgian kids, this is so different. And to be honest, I'm really happy because pan
good for health,
can cause a lot of diseases or weight and so on. And I'm really happy that in this way, Hinata will be healthy too.
まあパンは肌にもめちゃ悪いだからね。
I don't know. It is in her DNA or what, but she is eating Japanese food a lot.
Yes.
She never complains when we have Japanese food at home.
なんかジョージア料理が作ると食べないですね。口にも入れないし、それとももしかして入れたらずっと出している。日本の食べ物はほぼ全部好きですよ、ひなたは。
I really feel sometimes that it is is really in her DNA, like how she could understand and realize we never differ from her. That Hinata, this is Georgian food, this is Japanese food. We just cook and give her, but she is just eating Japanese food.
ひなたはあとお茶漬けは好きって言ってたんですけど、お茶漬け以外にはだしの料理がとっても大好きです。なんかスープでちょっとだけだし入れたらめちゃくちゃ食べる。あと私はハンバーグにも入れているよ。ハンバーグのソースにも入れているからひなたはすっごく食べてますよ。多分なんか to teach her love Georgian food, I think we have to put だし in her Japanese. よろしくベルリーのもしかして食べるかもしれない。それは皆さん it might not be Japanese gene, but our family environment gives her possibility to learn many languages and understand them very well too.
I love to talk about how smart our Hinata is. でも I think yes, it is not dependent about being Georgian or being Japanese. She has just a very special environment where she can talk in 3 languages and she really fluently can understand the sentences for the kids, right? In English, in Georgian, and in Japanese. ひなたは賢いです。めちゃん
自分でも言ってるよ。ひなた賢いですね。
I think it's because of we are teaching her, you know. But of course, if you just teach, does not change anything. If by herself she does not have that intelligence, smartness, and so on. So we have to admit that she's very smart, really.
She's absorbing languages very easily. For example, when she's with us, she's mostly speaking Japanese. For example, when she's with Noah, なんか一緒にノアがジョージア語で喋っているから、ひなたもジョージア語で she's returning the answers.
Yeah, that's a very good point. You know, Hinata really knows with whom in what languages to speak.
例えば母さんはちょっとひなたもその理解できましたよ。日本語がそんなに聞こえない。そして母さんとはジョージア語で喋っている。But sometimes she has moods, you know, that one day she's speaking Georgian only, one day she's speaking Japanese. And English, we are not teaching her very strongly, but when she listens to music, she's learning from there very easily. それは本当に私はとてもびっくりしています。But in our gene also, we have ability to speak a lot of languages, and I think this is helping her a lot also. 例えば皆さん、私たちの家族で she can speak 3 languages very fluently, and now she started learning Japanese too. But we can understand, for example, Spanish also, you know, pretty many things.
Spanish.
And 私は例えば 私も今3つの言語で喋っている。でも例えばラシア語で喋るのはできないんですけど、めっちゃ理解できるよ。あとスパニッシュ語でも私、そして私たちのお父さんも5、6言語で喋っているよ。私たちのおじいさんは8以上言語で喋ってたよ、皆さん。だからそれで I think Hinata has the genes.
I'm really proud of her. Her and Noah. This is not connected to the topics, but I really want to mention that Hinata has in her really high level of respect. She is really very respectful while talking to you. She always do peko.
And くださいも言ってる。
She'll always say ありがとう with like bow. I really appreciate her. And I think the main part is that like we truly appreciate Japanese and Georgian culture, and we truly try to give Hinata and teach her best of both culture.
あと皆さん、次はちっちゃい違うんですけど、ひなたはジョージアの子供と比べたら太陽でめっちゃ強いですよ。例えばジョージアの子供たち、私たちは子供じゃないけど、私たちの含めて太陽で出るとすぐ赤くなるよ。でもアジアの子供は太陽でいたらすぐ暗くなるよ。だからそれはめっちゃ違うですね。あと私はひなたが生まれた時にいろんなコメントをもらいましたよ。モンゴリアンマークについて。ひなたはモンゴリアンマークはなかったですよ。多分それで私のジンの方が強かったと思います。This one is Mongolian mark, you know? It kind of looks like bruises. And for example, in Europe, some doctors who didn't have knowledge about that, when they bring kids to the doctor, doctors called the police that they saw parents were abusing the kids, you know? So this is very often. Yeah, for example, in our family, we raised so much kids, you know, we have many cousins. And did you remember any of them had this kind of thing?
And I've never seen this kind of stuff. This is truly a different thing.
ジョージアにはこういうマークの人が聞いたこともないですよ。 だから私もたくさんコメントをもらった時に Google で探してそこで初めて知りましたよ。例えば皆さん、私たちは日向を外で連れてくる時には誰かを日向を見たらすぐわかるよ、ハーフベイビーだと。でも日本で連れてきたらどう思いますか？なんか Will some people think that 日向 is not half? Because for example 私と一緒にいたら多分みんなそう思うと思いますよ。Naturally, my husband took 日向 outside very often, but he never got asked that is she mixed baby or not. Yeah, because for Asians, I think 日向 is pretty much Asian.
Yeah.
But for Georgians, she's Asian.
Yeah. でも everyone says that 日向 is very cute.
今日私たちは日本人のハーフとジョージア人の子供の違いについて話しました。皆さんもどう思いますか？ちょっとコメントで教えてください。ではということで今日のビデオはここまでです。最後まで見てくれてありがとう。次のビデオでお会いしましょう。またねー。